All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Currently, in the cell phone world, there's always someone doing an upgrade. It doesn't matter when they're doing it, they're doing it. And so I've been using this device straight through for a little over 90 days. And I want to go ahead and give a follow-up. This is the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus, the phone that I said really rivals the phone I'm recording with, which is the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. So you've heard me say frequently that if you want the Ultra but don't want the Ultra body, get the S24 Plus, and I stand firm on that. This is such a glorious device to use for a daily driver if you want a large device. And it's really just coming down to me, to the hardware and the cornering and how well it handles my pocket, my hand. And for someone looking for that ultimate display that doesn't want to pay the extra couple $100 to get those a lot of features and extra camera modules, things like that, and you really want to get the best of the best from Samsung. I personally feel like this is by far the smartest purchase that a person could do if they're looking at the S24 lineup. Now, if you don't want a large display, the S24, which is the one I really should have grabbed at launch, I can probably get it now for pennies on the dollar, and I might just do it just because, so I can have the complete 24 lineup, because I probably won't be getting rid of this lineup anytime soon. Especially the Ultra. I'm not getting rid of my S24 Ultra. As a matter of fact, remember, I still have my S23 Ultra, which I think is just phenomenal. I did get rid of my S23 Plus and grab this phone right here. But man, this thing is great in all it's just phenomenal. So let's get into the design here. This obviously is a Samsung device. We know that it is. Just looking at it, we can tell that this is a Samsung product. They look the same. The gradual changes in the camera module has been great, but the S24 hardware and design is in fact different than the S23 lineup. I think the S23 lineup, if you're moving from that lineup and you have the Plus model, you definitely should have moved to this model, because this model gives that Quad HD display. And when I tell you this is a beautiful display, I am not lying. Displays like this, they don't come very often in the current market. Everyone's display now is pretty much using a Samsung display. But when when they do their own displays, it's like they give it that extra special sauce that only can make it be a Samsung phone, I guess I want to say. So somehow these displays are super bright, super vivid. And one thing I like about the S24 Plus when using it next to the S24 Ultra is the rounded corners and the way it looks. And I know TVs are square, you know what I mean? But just this sleek, rounded, when you're looking at this phone and you're watching a movie of your man Jay, or you're watching a video of your man Jay, your favorite YouTuber, you are looking at just perfection. This display is sick. So if you have the S23 Plus and you want an upgrade, and you kind of want the same phone on steroids, then you want to move to this model right here. Simply put, this is just a phenomenal display. And Samsung has done right by their consumers by bringing out this beautiful Quad HD display. And that's just a part of the hardware. Also, what they've done is they've changed the size here to a brushed aluminum look. And I just think this is way more sleek and sexy. And it's more classy too, I think, coupled with this color right here, which just looks like chalk. It looks like the color of chalk, you know, like the chalk color. Like if you look at the Porsche Taycan, you'll see like the chalk color. It's just beautiful. And it goes very well with these sides right here. Just a sleek, beautiful, beautiful piece of hardware. And I do have camera covers on mine. That's why mine are black. But if you don't have camera covers, you can see that it kind of matches the overall appearance. But I like to put these camera module covers on here because I lay my phone down like this a lot, and I just want the cameras to be covered. So on this side, it is completely clean with just some antenna lines. And on this side here, you've got your 5G antenna, your power and volume, and more antennas. Then on the bottom here, you obviously have speaker out, Type C microphone, and a SIM tray right there. So, and on the top, you're going to have those canceling microphones. So I think that if Samsung could bring anything better than this as far as hardware goes, here's where I would want the S25 Plus. If they were going to do one, I'd like it to be a little more narrow, just a hair narrower, not super narrow, but just a little bit narrow, because this is somewhat of a wide phone, which is fine. It's good, but a little bit more narrow, and it'll appear taller or whatever, but it's gonna be so much better in the hand. This is like the ultimate hardware to hold sometimes for just traditional slab phones. This might be the ultimate feel in hand that a person might want for a large display. And this is a big boy display, man. I mean, in-screen fingerprint reader, you saw it opening up with facial recognition a lot, but in-screen fingerprint reader is plenty fast. It is just, overall, they got this thing flawless up to this point of the hardware, because when you compare it, to the Ultra, I know the Ultra has the S Pen and it has the extra features, the camera modules, but I have definitely used this device to record a lot of stuff on my car channel. I've even used it on this channel, and you really can't tell the difference too much. But where you do see the difference is the front-facing camera on this device. It is absolutely great. I don't know why that is. I like the front-facing camera, and I think it's produced better footage than the Ultra's front-facing camera. I don't know why that is, but it in fact looks really good. And camera footage on here is absolutely stunning. And let me see if I can pull up a few things. This was in Dallas, and I gotta tell you, the overall quality that comes from these cameras is just sick. There's way too many things about these cameras that I love, and I just think that if you're in the market for a solid set of cameras for recording footage, taking photos, whatever the case may be, you will love the way these cameras produce. Footage is super clear. This is a beautiful setting right here, a nice low light situation going on. It's just so beautiful. You look at the detail here, that is just super clear. I just stood back, no pro mode or anything, just took a photo in auto, and it came out phenomenal. The detail here is incredible. Cell phones, in fact, are matching cameras. I say they're matching cameras. I know this, I didn't say they were beating cameras, because cameras have different lenses you can put on, and it's just going to be hard to beat a mirrorless or a DSLR camera with a lens, because the glass costs more than these phones. So, but for just day-to-day task or some professional shooting, you can definitely, well, my Sony camera, my Sony phone, obviously, my Sony's, this definitely, because this is pretty much a camera in a phone. This isn't so much a phone, it's a camera with a phone on it. So this definitely is just as good as the mirrorless or DSLR, but this is really good too, man. This is stellar footage from something that's just coming from these little cameras on the back. That is super impressive. I mean, you think about this, look at the color contrast and look at how well this is doing for just a cell phone. Impressive, folks. Impressive. I gotta say, I've been totally happy with my time with this phone so far. And get out of here, Sony. I think that anyone looking to capitalize on photography or something like that, now you have the power in your pocket. So most phones today are just so powerful. They're packing such a huge punch. Why do you need to buy a camera? Yes, you would like a point and shoot, because they are going to be better per se, but do you really need to at this point in time? Most of you guys' cell phones take better photos than some point and shoots. Just call it like it is. So camera wise, man, they have done their job. And then also the camera settings and functionality is just, and obviously they have a slew of options when it comes to cameras. When it comes to cameras, Samsung's camera app is top notch. Straight up, it is top notch. No getting around it. It is a phenomenal camera app because it gives you so much. The Pro Video is where I live sometimes, but the portrait video is another one that I like. I think most of the time I live in the Pro Video just to be able to control the gain sometimes. But overall, right now, I'm shooting in auto with the Galaxy S24 Ultra recording this video. That's just how it is. Point up here. Boom. And this time, I'm not using any external microphones. Look at that. This is just all Galaxy S24 Ultra. So Samsung has done right by its consumers by giving us high quality cameras, great audio. You would think I was using an external mic sometimes with the way, and this is not pro mode. Remember, folks, this is just regular, turn on the camera, shoot a video, send it to YouTube. That's what you're looking at. And that is the way I like to do it sometimes. You got to have the right lighting, obviously, and you got to have a good, nice desk to record. It's just got to be right to make it feel right. It makes for a great feeling for the person watching. But nonetheless, Samsung's cameras, Samsung's hardware, Samsung's design, Samsung's screen, all great. Now, performance, obviously, for today's day and age, it's just about social media for a lot of people. But my performance comes with more so when I'm working because I use the camera. Probably camera gets the most use of all my phones that I use, and that drains the battery, which is where I'm going next. So performance is great, but leading into that, the battery life. Shout out to the Hawks TV; she's always on point. The performance affects the battery life, and so if in fact you have a device that doesn't have the best performance, it will impact the battery life. The cell phone signal, I'm using this on visible wireless, it impacts the battery life. My cell phone signal may look kind of weak at this point, but let's zoom a little bit here. So I have 3 bars out of 5 right now. But I can tell you, it is not affecting my battery life at all. The performance of my cell phone signal is good. The performance of my device is great, all in turn giving me a phenomenal battery experience. Also, with optimized software and the internals, Samsung has done a great job. It's done a great job. The battery life on this thing is sick. The performance is phenomenal. And again, I don't really address too much about the cell phone signal because we're all using different carriers. But if you're using Visible, you're getting probably stellar battery depending on where you live. If you live in an area where it's good signal around, you should be getting phenomenal service, and it should not impact your battery life too much. But in my experience, the battery life has just been top tier. I mean, and when I say, you're going to say, Jay, well, what do you consider top tier battery life? Being able to go more than a solid 2 days. Now, I have other devices that obviously can go longer than that, but this is pushing a Quad HD display, and I keep my display at the highest level. Like, why not? You should have your displays. You should have your displays set to the smooth, right? Not this one. If you're paying for this, I'm saying you should, but you don't have to. But I personally would. Why wouldn't I have it to the highest resolution as possible? I mean, like, why wouldn't I do that? Like, why not get all that you can get? As you can see here, it's been like that since new. Since I did the unboxing, I switched it over. And that is why I say this is stellar battery. So if in fact I switch this to the standard and then drop the resolution down, son, this is gonna have killer battery. If I go ahead and go to full HD plus, and then I just watch videos in 1080p only, I don't upscale them, I don't do anything 4K, this phone could probably last me 5 days easy. Probably. I said it could. Let's just say I could probably double my battery life by not using Quad HD, by not using 120 hertz. I probably could. So battery life is a strong suit for, because it's no use to having a quality phone like this if you don't have solid battery. It's no use to having that great performing processor if it dies within 1 day. Every day you have to charge. I don't charge every day. Nope. And also one key note here, when I charge phones, I have multiple lines and I have multiple phone numbers. So when this one is charging, this is my primary SIM card in here, by the way. Well, one of two primary SIM cards, but I actually have 3 phone numbers. But I don't mess with the phone while it's charging. I just let it charge. I don't need to be on it while it's, because you're just working the phone a little harder than you have to. I just let it charge and I go on about my day. I go cut the grass or whatever. Just do something else, exercise. Just let it charge. Some people don't do that. They plug up and they stay on it all the time. I don't do that. So overall, folks, 90 days with this thing, it's been great. But Jay, why didn't you talk about price? Well, you can get these phones on sale everywhere. Use the link in the description. If you still don't have this phone or any other Samsungs, use the link in the description to grab yours and get somewhat of a discount. I have a 5% discount from Samsung you could use down there. Just scroll all the way through the links and you'll see it, I think. But overall, folks, let me tell you, if you're in the market for a large Samsung display screen with killer battery, Quad HD display, pretty much the baby Galaxy S24 Ultra, just no S Pen. This has pen support technically. You can use a stylus or whatever, not official S Pen, but you have so much. This phone offers so much. It's like it's the middle ground for a reason. But this time they gave it a Quad HD display. This is the first. This one got a big update compared to the S23 Plus. So how do I feel about it after 90 days? Well, obviously you can tell I love it. If I have any complaints about it or changes I would like to see for the next iteration, I said it, make it a little bit more narrow. That's it. I don't need titanium and all this other stuff. Make the battery bigger if you can, because I know you can, Samsung. But ultimately, this is a device that probably doesn't, it kind of lives in the shadow of the S24 Ultra. Even I like the Ultra a whole bunch, man. I give the Ultra high praise. But, you know, this is just that phone that's, I don't want to say it's getting slept on, but it might be by a little bit, just by a small margin. It might be getting slept on. This is a phenomenal purchase, folks. And it has a 512 gig option too. So that is a huge plus. Huge, no pun intended. It's a huge plus. Having a 512 gig option if you want it. I love the design. I love the battery. I love the screen, the features and functionality, the performance. Everything about it for these last almost 3.5 months have been great. No problem. And software-wise, it is always up to date. It is up to date. We're in June and I'm on June. Samsung has been up on their software updates. Now, if you know me, I don't really care too much if I don't get a software update. Unless it's bringing something just going to make the device change the UI or something like that, it's okay if it doesn't get any. But they have been giving it to us every month. They've been giving out the software updates. And some months I got more than one update, but it was still the same month. It just said it improved something else. So maybe they found something and they fixed it. You know what I mean? So if you don't have this device, man, you deserve to be cleaned up a little bit. Even though this is a beautiful color, it still can get a little fingerprinty. You know, it gets some fingerprints, but nonetheless, this is a hot purchase, folks. If you don't have it yet and you're waiting to see what the 25 lineup, if that's a thing, you should still get this right now because you'll be able to trade in with Samsung in a heartbeat and they'll probably pay you for the full amount back. Who knows, you know? Anyway, it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus. This is a huge win for the smartphone community. I truly believe it is. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.